AITA for putting my wife on blast for her emotional affair in front of her friends. I, 31M, have been married to my wife, Jessica, 26F, for 5 years. We have a 4-year-old son. When our son was 2 years old, Jessica had an emotional affair with her boss. That was the first and last time that I ever yelled at her. I completely lost my cool, and with our son at his grandmother and grandfather's house, I yelled myself hoarse at her. I had never been so hurt. Over the last 2 years, things have gotten a lot better between us, although I still can't deal with the thought of intimacy. And I'll be honest here when I say that I'm still hurt on a deep level. Last year, we put our son into kindergarten. My wife and I alternate between picking him up. One of the biggest benefits of this is that my wife has made a lot of new friends and become part of the mom group there, which I think is great. But early on, I noticed her mom friends giving me the side eye. Some would outright glare at me when they thought I wasn't looking. Well, on Tuesday, my wife forgot that it was my turn to pick up our son, and we both ended up parking in front of the kindergarten. She had arrived first and was already inside. I went in to greet her and surprise our son, who I thought would be psyched about having both mommy and daddy pick him up. I found her talking to the moms and quickly told her that it was my turn to pick him up. The other moms gave me the same look as they usually did, but I didn't really care. About 10 minutes later, my wife was still talking to them and our son was getting restless. I asked her if I should just take him home or if she wanted to go too. He wanted to watch his mother's car from ours. She impatiently said, okay, just don't yell at me again. At first I was confused, but when I saw the look on the other moms' faces, it hit me that the reason those mothers seemed apprehensive around me and were never friendly was probably because my wife had planted that seed early. She routinely brings up my so-called verbal abuse at home, so it made sense that she would bring it up to her friends to badmouth me. I stared in shocked silence for a few seconds, and then responded, "What? Did you have another affair with your boss?" Everyone looked shocked that I'd say something like that, so I shrugged and told my son we were going. My wife got home a few hours later, walked in the door, went to the bedroom, and locked the door. The next day she yelled at me, ironically, and said it was my job to pick him up. Now, normally I'd not be asking this here, but yesterday one of the mothers pulled me aside and said it was a crappy thing I did to my wife. Was I out of line here?